I have to be truthful to you. The consequence of things like this or media reports like this could happen that people fearing for their lives may not want to come out. But that is not the end we want to achieve. If I were to speak directly to Nigerians, I will ask them to come out regardless. For instance, people in Uzuwani that were kidnapped, killed in Enugu State repeatedly did not, it wasn't because of any election. The people that are being kidnapped and killed on daily basis in villages in Benue and some parts of the Middle Belt, it's not because of the elections. The people who are being kidnapped almost on daily basis in the southeast and in some cases being beheaded, it is not because of the elections. The people who are kidnapped in forests and in farms in the southwest, they are not because of the elections. So in the local parlance, we say all die and a die, right? And then in the local parlance in Igbo language, we say you will not use because of fear and fall off a tree because you saw a monkey. If you see a monkey on a tree, hold your ground because if you fall off that tree, you will have hurt yourself the more. So yes, there is insecurity in Nigeria, and with or without coming out on the election day, every Nigerian, depending on where you live and where you are per time, is still exposed to all the varying forms of insecurity and unsafety we have in Nigeria. So if whatever is protecting you has protected you up until the election day, it is not by coming out for those 6 hours that you will die, right? If you've lived in a volatile region, for instance, those of us living in the southeast, and you've not died up until the election day, it is not by coming out on the election day that you will die. If you've stayed in the northeast, the theaters of armed confrontation, stayed in the northwest, stayed in the south, and you did not die, maybe by providence, not because of your own. Maybe you're also careful, but in all these things, providence has kept you alive. I don't think it is coming out on the election day for a period of not more than 6 or 8 hours to exercise your franchise that you will lose that life. And so I will implore Nigerians to, regardless of the consequences or regardless of the negative news we keep hearing every day, to gear up and prepare to vote on the election day, because the outcome of the elections can have impact on insecurity. For instance, the 3 or 4 leading candidates, all of them, by the mercies of God, have articulated expertly and clearly what their goals and their issues and their approaches to tackling insecurity is. If we don't elect leaders who have the best approaches or the most practical approaches, then the things are bound to continue. That is why Nigerians should defy all the fear and not give in to defeatism to exercise their franchise come February 25th or whatever dates that the elections will hold.